Wiring? What wiring? Oh yeah, that was yesterday. Hello, I'm Nathan Kershaw and welcome to Nathan's Garage, the place where we hear things aren't possible and we think, we'll give it a go. Hence, the Mutt. And what are we up to today? Well, before we do today, let's rewind to yesterday. People who have followed this build will know that wiring has been voluminous. And I have a gentleman coming down on Monday that is going to revolutionize the wiring in the Mutt. I had one filleting attempt, and then yesterday somebody came down who actually knew what they were doing, and we had the second filleting. So that's that. Now, it's still not perfect, but we're a heck of a lot closer. If you remember the actual volume of wire before, this is considerably less. So we've got the loom running to the rear, lights and stuff like that. And then this whole section has been thinned out. That's been thinned out. You can see the main fuse box. When I relocate a few things, is going to be cut down to that size, as opposed to this block can be completely removed. This is going to go through the dash. Look at that, I even have my EV cable hooked up. Joe, who, I'm not going to lie, did save me yesterday, showed me how to weed wiring properly. Pretty much the same principle as what I do. Go from things you don't want, trace it back, chop it out. But there's an element of chance when I do it. When we do it with Joe, we're certain that we don't need what we're cutting out because we identify it and look on a wiring diagram or a wiring schematic. He said to me, "Do you know how to follow a schematic?" And I was like, what? So he taught me a few things, and now I'm getting to kind of understand what a relay looks like, what a direct wire looks like, what a joined wire looks like on BMW diagrams only, which apparently are pretty hard to read. Apparently Ford's pretty good. So we'll do a Ford next, maybe. He also has some friends at a company called Electromotive, which is a standalone ECU company. So spoke to them this morning because we were considering running a standalone ECU to simplify the body harness, because we've got the ZKE and it's just big and bulky and not really needed for the few things that I have left that's running in the body. They advised against doing a standalone with this engine with the double variable valve timing. So we're going to stick with the standard ECU for now. I may get it cut. Whoa, wasp. Oh, wasps don't lie. Brake cleaner. Nah. Okay. So we're going to stick with the standard ECU. I may get the EWS tuned out. Again, a few less wires. That's if I can even remove the box when it's tuned out. I don't even know. You may have to keep it. Whatever. So that's that. So I'm going to sit with the wiring for a week because I don't want to make any kind of rash decisions on, something like that. I don't want to change something and chop something before I'm really, really set on a direction and happy with it. So that's that. So today, now that I know that I'm not going to have wipers, yes, they've gone, we decided it's LA. On my first frame swap, I drove it for a year with no wipers, just with Rain-X on, and it was fine. So we're going the Rain-X direction with this. So now I can close this up and don't have to relocate the booster. We've got to figure out how to fill it. Who knows? But we can close this up. So we're going to close the dash up, and we're also going to get on with the rear fenders. Oh, the battery. With my OCD in full-on overdrive, when I was mounting this, mounted it nice and close, and it's all neat and symmetrical. And then I went to put the BMW wiring on, which actually works a lot better today than it did, but it still doesn't go on fully because of that damn thing. If I raise the battery up a little bit, which I can actually raise it a little bit, then that could work. Look at that. I actually just figured something out on camera. There we go. Just before we cover this in, I thought let's deal with what's underneath it. So we've got this that was, I don't know, hanging off some piece of plastic before. So I'm going to mount it off here. And I think in my biggest feat of overkill engineering ever, or so far, I'm using 1/8" plate. Because it's all I have in stock right now. Overkill engineering done. There we go. Lovely. Done. Now what I'm probably going to do is put a central strip here, because the pieces of metal I have from the place I go to, he didn't have one piece for the full width, so it's going to be 2 pieces. Car's like a patchwork quilt anyway, so why stop now? Let's see how a central piece fits in. Let's take some measurements first. Wife-tastic has definitely stepped up my game in one respect. I'm now moving on to poster board to make my CAD models out of, instead of random boxes, Amazon boxes. Central support done, giving this a bit of strength. Obviously glass is going to really help, so we'll do 2 halves. So this metal has to belly down, go down into this here, and I'm just wondering, with this not being the stiffest area, whether this metal is going to pull this up and pop the windshield out. I have to put another strip here just to give this some strength. One thing I do have to be careful as well, the windshield seal has to go. I'm going to pull it back off and see if I can bend it somehow. It's just going to be too much. It works. Oh my god. That actually worked. It sits down into this trough now on its own. Right, that's that spotted in. Not bothered about it touching that really, because that's purely as a strengthener for the actual windshield frame. It's all bent down nicely. So I'm going to run these wires down where the heater box used to go. I'll get them out of the way and then do that. Look at that. It's beautiful. God, just, oh. Stay there, stay here. Okay. So, center line, let's even it up. Let's even the cut up. Press it down. Fits perfectly. Kind of rushing. Didn't press it down enough, so it's waved up here, so we're going to have to break this one. Grr. Grr, grr, grr. Rectified. Nice. Oh, isn't that pretty? Huh? Beautiful. Oh. Love it. You know what might be kind of fun? Follow me this way. I've been wondering about the dash situation for a while. Now, not going to be running any gauges in it or anything like that, but maybe good to have something to hide wiring behind. I don't know how much Huxley's peed on this. It's going to probably need a damn good cleaning. You know, I don't think I'm going to be able to hide any wiring behind it at all, but I don't know, I don't like it. I think it'll make a reappearance. Who knows what I'm going to do over there. I'm going to have to fill it in, or I don't know, whatever. I'm really leaning towards like some sort of tablet for a dash. I'll have to see if this ECU, the Siemens ECU, will talk to a tablet or not through the OBD2 port. But how are you? I kind of like it.
Hello, loud man.
Hello.
Hello. What was I just doing inside?
Conference calling.
Yeah. Okay. Did we talk about it the last time you were in the house?
Don't you like having a husband that's filled with passion?
I was filled with a lot of passion when I had to keep hitting mute on my clients so that they wouldn't hear you out here. Whack, 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 whack. Yeah.
It wasn't always here, it was down there.
Yeah, I know. It sounds like I was on a construction site. I forgive you.
But you can say, oh, we're having some construction on our house.
Okay, what's going on? Is that, that's new?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, just for fun, I brought the Beetle Dash down to see if I could hide some wires behind it.
Hey, Charlie.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Enjoy the filming. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay. Damn it.
Do you need my help?
Yeah, I suppose guide it in, but it's really dirty and I think Huxley's peed on it about 1,000 times.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's hooking on a wire.
Yeah. Okay, so for it to move forward, we need to chop this. That needs to open up. You know, couldn't have done it without you. So yeah, so that's that. So the dash is done. Well, no, it's tapped, and I'm going to leave it like that for now because I'm just messing about with this to offer it up, just to see if I can put it in. Did you see the battery tray?
No? What battery? What's a battery tray? Let's start there.
It's that.
Oh.
So that's where the battery's going to
be. A little ledge for the battery.
Yeah, well, that's all going to be filled in. This is the trunk.
Yeah, because, you know, it looks a little risky just having it wide open on the other side.
Race car, though. Lightweight.
Well, right, but you can't have the battery, like, clunk out on the track.
No, it's going to have a hold down. It's going to have a strap or something.
Huh.
Yeah.
Really just all open air like that?
No, I'm joking. No, it is going to be all filled in.
Oh. You can't tease somebody who doesn't have any context for the joke. But then I just take it literally.
Rarely do I win in a back and forth with you, so I have to just cheat and like pick a subject that you know nothing about. And then I just have an upper hand going in.
Pass. Thanks. Awesome.
No. Your wit and guile gets you through.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Okay, so that's that. So battery's in. Okay. I have to raise it up though because I can't get the positive cable on because I got it really square and I got it really close to this vertical wall, and the red cable won't go on it now. I have to lift the battery up about 1/2 inch.
Are those jumper cables?
No, those are the battery cables to start the car. Because the battery's supposed to be in the back on a Z3, not in the front like your car.
Right.
So in your car, those red cables are really short because your battery's in the front of the engine.
Are they also red?
Yes, powers are red.
Are they always red?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So black.
You're gonna have to cut that out. Your poor viewers are gonna be like, "Thanks for taking us through Obvious 101, just because your wife didn't understand a thing."
That's getting left in then, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, that's that. We welded the fender some more. We just put some more spots on because we just got to do that really, really gradually.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
I gotta ask you a question.
Ask me.
When are you gonna fix these things? Because they're bugging me. When are you gonna like trim that? Because when just.
I'd say probably beginning of 2021, something like that.
So tomorrow then.
So the technical name for these is miracle clips because they hold butt welded joints together. Awesome. Okay, formed it over my knee as much as I can. Miracle clip in place. And I'm going to put a couple of tacks on the body, which obviously I'm later going to cut off, just so it forms itself. Not now. Oh, always at the worst time. Not that there is a best time, but couldn't be much worse than now. Yes! Not a bad day, methinks. That's come out really well. I'm so happy with the way that looks. Really, really am. Love to have a tablet where that is right now. We'll see if that's possible. And then, ta-da! That is what it's going to look like. Obviously, bottom needs to be finished off. It's going to be cut up like it was in the original one. So those are really small tacks. We'll cut those tacks off, and then once it's all welded on, we'll hold its form. I'll then make a mounting face on the back of it. And on that epically successful bombshell, we shall end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I don't think this is a t-shirt I've worn before. It's pretty cool. We're just gonna keep working around the car and working around the car, and we're getting close. We're getting close. I'm gonna order some window seals tonight and then start investigating the windshield. Maybe lights. I may order some lights as well, some headlights. Gonna make do with the tail lights, I think, because they're kind of cool and beaten up and all that kind of stuff. And wiring. Gonna sit with the wiring for a week, see how I feel, see where it takes us. A lead may have just developed this afternoon, so more news on that, hopefully soon. But as I say, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you in 2 days.